Greetings all in all, Will here back for a video. It's been a long time since I've done a video. As you know, 2020 has been basically a fucking write-off. So, she's got off Christmas. Hey, it's cool. Right, so, this is not really a obligatory video. I don't have to do it. I'd like to do this, because it's a video I do try and do every year. If it's just pictures showing them, or me actually talking to you, I'm not in the shed, as you can tell. It's too fucking cold out there. It's just been snowing yeah. So, I ain't going in the shed. Too cold. Can probably freeze up. So, okay. Excuse me. To be fair, it's been a good year for bots, if you don't mind me saying that. There are some really good figures out there at the moment. And I've got 10, because I could do a top 20. I probably could, think about it, but I'll do a top 10 of this year. These are ones I picked up this year that I love them. They're really good figures in my opinion. It's all about me. My opinion. Your opinion matters to you. Mine matters to me. That's how top 10s work. So, without further ado, it's not any particular order. It's just I'm going to grab what one I think is the one I'm going to show you first. Okay?
Number 10.
Start off with number 10. It's the line I actually like is the new Select line. The ones that comes in the brown boxes. I love them. I try and get as many as I can find. When I've been in Planet, I've always got a few I haven't got, so I end up buying them. So I've got some of the Siege stuff, and I've got some of the Earthrise stuff. Now this one is basically Generation Select Rotorstorm. Now, the reason why I like this, I've got the other mould, the Spinister mould, it's down there somewhere. I like the mould. It's a funky mould, even though it does cheat with the legs and the cockpit kind of thing underneath. But then we forgive cheating in that way because you've reviewed the fake chests on most of the primes. But I had this kid. I remember having this as a kid. By any chance, he lost his everything from him. But yeah, I remember this one, and I had Whirl as well. 2 helicopters, which I love the helicopters. And it's just a lovely colour scheme. I love the pink and the blue. They really go well together. And I'm glad they gave him the different head sculpt, because in some pictures did show it was basically a complete repaint of Spinister with the faceplate as well. But then when they gave him that face, I was like, oh, yeah, okay. I got him for my birthday. I think I got this one for. Or was it? No, it wasn't Christmas. No, birthday. So yeah, so he's on the list because he's got pink blades.
Number 9.
Now, number 9 is a peculiar one on this list because it's not technically Transformer, it's a third-party figures. Now, anyone that knows me, I do like a bit of third-party, but I have got really put off buying third-party full figures. I bought upgrade kits, they're fine, they work lovely. Full figures since I bought Polyon, and he snapped in half. First time I transformed him. That put me off. So I took a gamble. But this is Mastermind Creations, mind you, and I do have their entire Pharaoh-Rex, and he's solid. And I like the character, I like the mould. So basically, this is Senator Ratbat, technically. So he's called something else, and I can't remember what it is, and I can't be asked to look it up. But he is a absolutely cracking mould. They just re-released another version of this, the Batman version, for the Comic-Con or whatever it was for. But I put this guy at the beginning of lockdown, the first one. From Kapow. And to be fair, they got to me the next day. I bought some other stuff as well, some Siege stuff, and I can't remember what it was. Or Earthrise, one of the two. I think it was Snapdragon. What's Snapdragon? I don't remember. It's too far ago. But this figure's lovely. It needed the third mode to be a bat mode, would have been nice, but it's just 2 modes, a robot and a quite funky futuristic jet flying car thing. But I had a lot of fun transferring this thing. He is kind of vicious. He has a lot of pointy bits. He stabbed me a few times, little bastard. Yeah, but absolutely superb figure. Solid. Colour scheme, I love the gold and the purple and the bits of black. Absolutely superb.
Number 8.
Technically a KO. Yeah, technically it is. I'm saying it is a KO. It's from the people at APC. They do KOs. Basically, all they do at the moment is knock off versions of Prime figures. And I've got the first edition Prime, so I thought I don't really want the other one. It'd be nice to get all the accessories that came with the Doctor Who kit, which I never got. The new head and the extra blade and the gun and everything. But this one, I saw this one, I thought, nah, I had to have this one. It's Scourge. It's the first edition Scourge. Well, Nemesis Prime, whatever you want to call him, but he's got more turquoise on him, so to me he's Scourge. This figure, you see that, is absolutely fucking stunning. He comes with a sword on the back. He's got the guns, he's got 2 guns and 2 swords, but I like him with his big ass sword on the back. And I've given him the normal faceplate head rather than the one with the face, because Scourge wouldn't have his face showing. No. But the engineering is the same as the first edition. And it's solid, that's the thing. And these stacks, they're not bendable, horrible plastic, which will slowly over time will do this. The paint schemes are fucking awesome. And he just looks really nice in both modes. I added a Decepticon sticker on the side of his arm, because he only has like 1 or 2 Decepticon stickers anyway, but nothing at all. That. Oh, he's so pretty, he's shiny. I think it was this year I got this guy. I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was beginning of the year I picked him up. And I was so happy when I got him. You know, he's one of those figures you think, ooh, he looks nice and shiny. And he was cheap. Come on. Can't go wrong with it. So, yeah. Good.
Number 7.
Sticking with the KO third-party kind of lineup, again from APC Toys. AP Toys, yeah, let's call them that. They released an oversized version of, what was it? Transformers Prime First Edition Megatron. He was the deluxe size version. Got the Voyager one, he's tiny. But they released this fucker. Oh, it is just the epitome of Megatron in Prime. I mean, if you can't look, check that face out. Look at him. He's going to eat your face and your soul. Only drawback with this, the alt mode's a bit iffy because he has extremely visible head syndrome because it's posted at the top. And mine was missing the pummel for his sword. Unless I dropped it. But in that time I have recarpeted and redecorated the room, so it's gone forever. Not particularly a major, I have to get rid of it and get another one, or get another one. Could get another one, couldn't I? They are releasing a metallic version, a proper battle damage metallic version, which does look nice. But as a figure goes, this guy is solid. Like, he comes with a dark saber. He comes with his blades. I've got them attached. And there's a proper gun rather than that light twatty thing they had for the original Voyager one, which was horrible. But this, it's a lovely figure. This Reshobi's, he does tower over every single Prime figure. He is massive. But I don't care if he does not scale. He looks like he should scale. You know, he scales quite well with Voyager Starscream. Those two scale quite well because Starscream is smaller than Megatron. Megatron is bigger than everyone. The only scaling issue is probably Breakdown. He should be bigger than he is, but hey, he's nice. That's where this goes on the list. He's just one evil mother.
Number 6.
Now this is an old one. This again is the Generation Select line, but there's an Earthrise thrown as well. It's really the mould I like. I'll just grab the two I can grab my hands on the moment. Here you go. You got Earthrise Cliff Jumper and Select Bug Bite. The mould is, I love it. It's a tiny little bot. I know they've all got the same weaponry. Because also you've got the Netflix Bumblebee and you got the Select Hubcap. Now, like I said, the mould, I love the mould. I have all of them. I have the 4. There's fully 4 of them, as well I know of. And I have them. Bug Bite is the most recent one. I got him for Christmas. I got him shortly about a couple of weeks ago. Nice. And I got him when I went to Forbidden Planet, I think. Yes, it was. Yes. And Cliff Jumper I got when he came out in Smith's. But as it goes, these guys are, these mould. This mould is lovely. Obviously, Bumblebee's the only one with a slightly different mould in his car mode. Vehicle mode, should I say. But Cliff Jumper, all together here. Cliff Jumper, Hubcap, and Bug Bite are all the same kind of car mode. Now, Bug Bite should have been the same as Bumblebee, really, but I can forgive it because it's lovely. He's the only one who's got flaws. He's got a really floppy waist. Can't see that, and one of his arms is really floppy. But I can forgive it. But the only thing that's annoying me is why do they all come with the same weapon? Why? What was the point? I mean, it's way too big. The idea is to basically, because Cliff Jumper had that massive cannon in the show, and that's the only reason why they put it on there. But I do love these 4. then as the class is 1 on this list because it's a mould really. Absolutely lovely, brilliant.
Number 5.
On this now is Siege. We're going back to Siege, but this is a re-release, repaint of a figure that I thought was really good. But this paint job, they knocked it out of the park. It's Siege Netflix Megatron. I mean, you haven't seen this guy in the flesh. He is fucking lovely. I love the paint, the damage, everything. It looks so much better than the original, which was lifeless, dull and grey, with a bit of smattering of spunk on him, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But this guy, I love it. The tank mode is a very, very Cybertronian tank, as in just fold together, put a gun on it, there you go, that's a mode. That's how Cybertronian modes work. But this guy is really good. He is good. I love him. Because my original Megatron, the Siege one, is now in the shed, ready for a custom job of whatever I want to do to him. And now he's the main Siege one, because he just looks better. I mean, you may have that stupid sword gimmick thing that comes with the tank turret and all this to make it work. Slightly annoying, just stick with a normal gun and we're fine. But, can't go wrong with him. It's a shiny Megatron. Well, it's shiny, he's just all grubby, but if you'll have a look. Absolutely. Look at that. It's lovely. And he's on the list for that reason.
Number 4.
It is it's the select version. See, I love the select versions. It was tossed up between him and G2 Sandstorm, you know, the Conehead. The only Conehead I'm ever going to fucking own from Earthrise. Getting all the other ones is near impossible in the UK. So I stuck with this guy, the G2 Megatron. I have the Earthrise version, which I like. It's a nice mold. It's an upgrade from the Siege. But I love the colour scheme on this. He's just nuts. I mean, he looks like someone's just gone over him with a Sharpie, you know, when he's been asleep. And woken up going, oh, what the fuck's going on here? I don't know why he's got a posh accent, but yeah, it's, oh no, I'm Megatron and I look like I've been paintballed. Yeah, so. He's lovely. Absolutely lovely. It's because of the G2. I never had a G2 Megatron. My brother did. Not when we were kids, but a bit later on when we started collecting again. And the hilarious thing about the bloody thing, because it can talk. Sounds nothing like Megatron. Megatron attack! He'd go off randomly. You'd at the table and he'd go, Megatron attack! He's like the ultimate like guard dog, but goes off at every slight noise, except when you hit him to do it, he won't fucking do it. Oh, memories. So, yeah, as I get back to this guy. The Generation Selects are my favourite out of this whole generation they've done. The Selects figures are awesome. I've got virtually all of them, but I think it's the first lot they came up with, the Blue Swoop and the Ricochet. I don't have those two, because I don't like their jazz mold, so I'm not fast, and I've got the other one anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I've got majority of them, which I'm happy with, so they're staying. And any more come out, I will be going for them. I would like to have got the Ratchet and the Minty RC, forgotten the name, but that was just really hard to get hold of. Kudos to those who actually got hold of it. I was lucky enough to get the Ironhide and Prowl box set. I was lucky to get that, but that's the only one I've actually got from the Amazon Select bollocks crap they come out with. They seem to exclude the UK, which is annoying. But I digress. Let's get back to figures. Let's move on, shall we?
Number 3.
So, we are on Earthrise, and then Kingdom follows. Earthrise has kind of been slow to release over here, if you ask me. But I had to pick up this guy. Earthrise Starscream. I had to. You had to go on that shelf. You can't see it. That there, you can't see the top there. That is full of Starscreams. Wrong way. There you go. All Starscreams, and they go a bit over to that way above there as well. Starscreams. So, I own 2 of these ones. One's being customised in the shed for reasons that might become apparent soon. And I know it's virtually like an upscaling and a slightly tweak of the classic mould, which to be fair is a good mould. You know, I have all the cone heads and the other Seekers in that mould. You know, those were easy to get hold of. You know, they appeared in the shops. Heaven forbid that nothing appeared in a shop these days. Online exclusives, my arse. And yeah, it has issues, because every bot does has issues, but it's a Starscream. I had the Thundercracker and Skywarp as well. I managed to get bagged those two. I did get them off, what was it, ID Toys. And then literally 2 days later I went into Fin Planet in Bristol, and lo and behold, there they were. I was like, fuck. But they're the same price, so it wasn't really that bad, but it was like, no, I could have just bought them rather than waited. Impatient that we are. Oh, digressing again. It's a classic mould, and it works. It really works, and I love it. It's fantastic.
Number 2.
Right, so we've gone through officials. We've gone through repaints, and then we're on the lot 2 now. So this is a third-party figure. It's not 10. Don't know why. It's in where I got it from. It's in the KO version, the 4th party, because KO technically. But it's an original mould. That makes sense. That is this absolutely fucking lovely figure. Let's just get the head right. It's something called, I'm reading on the screen here because it's just reading what it is. It's TT Hong Lee model PF01 Red Falcon Starscream. They've actually put a Starscream. But it's a massive Starscream. He has very Gundam-y legs, if you noticed. He turns into a falcon. Actually, to me, it looks more like a buzzard, which would actually fit Starscream down to the ground to be a buzzard. Absolutely lovely figure. He's a lot bigger than I thought he would. The wingspan, if I'm trying to show you some of this. Now, it's not exactly that, but that is roughly the size of his wingspan on one wing, which is nuts. So he comes with his own stand, various other bits and bobs. I mean, he comes with 2 swords, which, to be fair, work quite well. He has light-up gimmicks. There you go. I mean, you can't get better than that. I mean, look at that, those eyes.
I see through your soul.
It's a good figure. The transformation is fiddly, but it's very rewarding. Still, let's waste batteries. Is he off? He's off. Yeah, it's very fiddly, and there are bits that actually fall off that you think, why isn't it glued on? Like you got all these extra bits on the legs, and they do fall off. I will probably re-glue them back on if they weren't glued on to start with, but oh man, he's heavy. His legs are die cast. His legs are solid, and I would show you the beast mode, but it would take me way too long to transform and I can't be bothered. But it's an amazing figure, to be fair. Bigger than I thought. I thought it'd be quite, Voyager size, maybe a Clutcher Leader size. Then again, Leader means nothing these days because Leader's the same size as Voyagers, just with an extra gimmick on top of it. But absolutely love this figure. He is literally, you can't see where he was displayed next to my TV. He's not on the shelf, he's not there on his own stand because you can't fit on the shelf, he's too big. But yeah, absolutely stunning. Well worth it.
Number 1.
It's number 1. It's not the best I've got. He's just the biggest. Of course, we're talking about Earthrise Scorponok. Now, never owned the original. So when they announced this guy, I was like, a big Decepticon, because I hadn't eaten the gap where he was, just there. Metroplex used to stand there. And now he's been relegated to the shed. And I've got display in the shed as well, because I'm running out of room for everything. And so he goes pride and joy above my telly. He's very festive this year, isn't he? Yes. Yes, very festive. Well done. Absolutely love this thing. It is massive. I've transformed it like twice. I know there's some upgrade kits coming out to make the legs better, give him his gun, fill in some holes and some joint bits and all this, which is nice. I'm tempted to get both sets. It was going to cost £100 to get it all. But you've got to love a Scorponok and you've got to love a big figure. He's absolutely, he's fucking heavy to hold. So yeah, absolutely stunning. I love it. I know he's big, bulky, and I couldn't have him displayed in the Scorpion mode, which is what I really wanted to do. takes up too much room. I've got a new setup thing going on, so I could have him on top of my under the telly, but he could hold my Switch. Fuck me, this guy could hold my PS5. Yeah, I've got a PS5. Yeah, I love this figure. I mean, the head, the Lord Zarek at the top is great. Now, I'm hoping that they continue this Generation Select thing with a big Titan boxed one as Black Zarek, because that would be spectacular. Don't you agree? I do. I know I've seen some people dyeing one of these and painting him into Black Zarek, which is fair enough, but an official one would be lovely, wouldn't it? It would be lovely. So I got him from Forbidden Planet, and I can't remember when. I think it must have been after the first lockdown we had, when we could actually travel some places. So yeah, because he's meant to be out. Smiths didn't have him. Mike Smiths, no. Gloucester, Cheltenham, both of them, no. They never stopped this guy at all. It's a shame, but I got him from Forbidden Planet in Bristol. I was happy. Absolutely, I can love this figure. He's just so imposing. Even with a Christmas hat on, he still looks very imposing. Right. Time for some honourable mentions. Beginning of the year, I picked up the KO version of the Masterpiece Beast Wars Megatron. He's not on the list because he falls apart, and he's a bit panelly. But on that, I love the figure. He's great. Got my MPP Starscream, which I got for my birthday. He's on the list. He's on the honourable mention list. He's a nice figure. Fiddly, but a nice figure. Another honourable mention. Picked this guy up recently from Smiths. It's Gigawatt. Absolutely, he's staying in the box because the Ecto one, if you can't see him, he's there. He's still in the box. They have been out, they've been transformed. This one is a lot better than the other one. His robot mode does look good, to be fair, and he looks crack. I mean, that DeLorean is awesome. If they release the third one, yeah, the cowboy one, with a thing on the front of it and that, and the white tyres, that would be cool. Or that red kit would be nice, but yeah. Earthrise smokescreen. I love the mould. I really want to get hold of that barricade one. That would be lovely, but again, it's going to be hard for us over here. I got the Prowl version, which is nice. I like that. Another honourable mention. Earthrise Sunstreaker. From the pictures, I didn't like the look of this guy because he looked really like off yellow, but in person he looks fine. It's the cameras. I don't know how he's going to appear onto this. So far he looks alright. He looks, yeah. The only niggly thing I thought, he didn't come with a gun, so he's got one of Cogs. Because Cogs doesn't need handguns. He is a gun. So 2 more honourable mentions now, and we'll call it a day. Earthrise Runabout, I can't remember which one is which. I want the black one. I think he's Runabout. I can't remember. But he looks lovely considering he's a white bot. And a select exhaust, which is the Wheeljack remold. Just got a new head and a different paint job on. And a pirate logo. Yeah, he's a pirate. Yeah, like Bug Bite and Double Dealer and what's it? And apparently the Coneheads in the new show, they're all pirates, but I wouldn't know what's on the Coneheads because I don't own them. Right, that was my top 10 and some honourable mentions. And if you can't see just there, see it? See it? There's a PlayStation 5 just there. I got one. I'm going to end it there. I've gone on too long, I think, unless you enjoyed seeing me again. And if you did, then cool. Be nice to get some more videos done, but it probably won't be in the shed. It's too cold, so a hands up review here will probably be nice because it's nice and cozy and where I've got a fire over there, so it's nice. And I'm surrounded by my bots, which is nice. I have got some ideas in the future to do some more stuff next year. I think I said that last year, but then my life gets in the way. I mean, how's Ed doing it? Ed, how are you doing this? You've got a child, a newborn. How the fuck have you got time to make videos? I hope you had a good Christmas and your New Year goes off with a bang kind of thing. I hope you're all outside gathering. You shouldn't be doing that. That's what's just causing this shit. That's why it's not going away, because people are being stupid. I'm not doing that. I've got my rights. Oh, fuck off. So, I'll bid you adieu now. I've been you. You've been me. This was my top 10 of 2020. the shit show that it was. And so yeah,